A small plane crashes in Elbert County, killing 2 people, the latest on the investigation.
Get out! Go back and quiet!
A tornado hits the St. Louis airport, forcing travelers inside to run for cover. Dozens of false 911 calls flood the Jefferson County Emergency Center, what officials say caused the phantom calls. And police are still looking for this man in connection with an attempted bombing at Southwest Plaza Mall. An angry mountain lion leaving residents in one town rattled. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Deborah Takahara. Terrified travelers forced to take cover. And this is home video from inside the St. Louis airport where passengers watch a ferocious tornado. Officials can be heard yelling at the people to quickly get down and get away from the windows. The video then shows passengers running from the windows and screaming as the storm suddenly intensifies. The twister left behind a lot of damage and shut down the airport. They do hope to reopen parts of the airport sometime tomorrow. Airlines are also assessing damage to their planes. We're not seeing anything quite like that here in Denver, but we are seeing some chilly, rainy weather for this Easter weekend. Meteorologist Nick Carter in the Weather Center now with your pinpoint forecast. Nick?
And Deb, will have to include a snowy weekend at that, and that's going to be for most of the high country. But you know something? That snow is getting awfully close to our front range. And if you're thinking what I'm thinking, yeah, Easter services tomorrow morning in some places. We're going to talk about that. Rain and snow is what we're expecting. A chilly Easter Sunday and then a slow warming for the rest of the week. What's this going to mean for your Easter sunrise service? Depends on where you go, but I'd say you're probably going to need to tie down that bonnet and maybe get some waterproofing for it. Looks like that.
All right. Thanks, Nick. We'll see you in a few minutes. Coming up, a mountain lion has one community really rattled. How this lion was finally captured after a romp through the neighborhood.
I don't remember the catch so well. I remember her falling.
And the search for the Goodwrench Bandit continues. How you could help in tonight's Colorado's Most Wanted.
You wake up in the morning, your time is short.
You're trying to get up, get going, get the kids out the door.
We're very good at giving you the important information of the day.
We want you to be prepared when you head out the door.
2 men are dead following a plane crash at the Rocky Mountain Air Park in Elbert County. That plane went down this afternoon at the airfield on North Delbert Road in Parker near the Douglas and Elbert County lines. Fox 31 Denver's John Bowman is here with more on the story. John?
Well, Deb, this is not the first time we have covered a crash at the ever-growing Skyport. We could tell that the runways have been made longer, allowing for larger planes. And while the plane that crashed today was a smallish Carbon Cub, people living around the Fly-In Air Park are worried about the crashes that they say are continuing to happen.
Our forecast for the rest of the night, we're going to have rain and snow, mainly after midnight, about an inch south and west of town. Going to the Red Rocks Easter sunrise services, a rain-snow mix and 36 degrees, I'm afraid to say. That should be done by 9 a.m. But then we may have some midday showers and late-day thunder tomorrow with high temperatures again in the low 50s. So tomorrow's going to be kind of a soggy day. Here's our 7-day forecast. We get out of the woods by Monday with temperatures in the 50s. Tuesday it gets cool again with a chance for some rain showers. Check out Wednesday through Saturday and you see a nice improvement with those temperatures starting to warm up. 58 degrees on Wednesday, 64 on Thursday. I like Friday. Friday is going to be the warmest day of the week ahead with a high temperature of about 68 degrees. We like our April showers. We just don't want the Easter bunny to be traipsing through all that stuff, but that's the way it's going to be.
Yeah, break out the snowboard for
and
the
Easter sunrise services. It could be warmer. Bring a blanket, take an umbrella, hug close to your family and friends, and you'll be just fine.
All right. Thanks, Nick. An unusual chase for police officers in Tulsa today after a mountain lion was spotted running through a neighborhood. That tops our look across America. Calls to 911 poured in from people who spotted the mountain lion in a tree. An animal control officer shot a tranquilizer dart at the animal but missed the cat and took off running. A short time later, they cornered him in a backyard and subdued him with a second shot.
Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather, brought to you by Lexus.
Dozens of parents and their babies helped set a new world record. Yesterday was Earth Day, and this morning, moms and dads from all over the world set the record for the most cloth diapers changed simultaneously. Coming up in the Saturday edition of Double Coverage, the countdown continues to the 2011 NFL Draft as we are now just days away from the prime time event at Radio City Music Hall. We'll debate which players should be on the Broncos' big board and which players should not. Plus, Kevin Durant and the Thunder are in town, but can the Nuggets take their Thunder away in Game 3? We'll have highlights ahead. And in Hate It or Love It, we'll debate if George Karl did the right thing by benching J.R. Smith in Game 2 now that he's talking about leaving Denver. Zubin Mehenti and Josina Anderson have all that and much more coming up next in Double Coverage.